Me when someone catches me off guard and asks me to say grace before a meal.
I want to thank me for eating yummy food. I want to thank me for enjoying my life. I want to thank my body for digesting all that food. I want to thank me for selecting nice places to eat. And lastly, I just want to thank me.
Me when my last boss questioned why I was behind on my work, always took a full hour lunch break and often left work early.
So sick of it. Shove it up your ass, Margaret. I'm resigning, everyone. I'm out of here. That's it. I'm gone. There's my letter of resignation, and there's some flowers for my dead dog. Why don't you stick those up your fat ass? Fuck off, everyone. I'm gone.
And this is the reaction of someone who sees me on YouTube and then meets me in real life.
And you turn up and think, well, on that video, he looked a 6 out of 10. You watch him in front of you and think, fuck me, he's an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Hello guys, welcome back to the epic fail that is the Mr. Smelly 1977 fragrance channel. I'm going to talk to you today about 10 great modern fragrances, reasonably modern releases that smell modern that I actually like, because I'm getting a bit of a reputation, unfairly, as an old school fragrance guy. Well, I do love my old school. We're going to talk about modern ones today. Before we do that, if you want to buy fragrance samples in the USA and Canada, there is only one place I would recommend. The link is in the description, and it's myfragrancesamples.com. Amazing range of designer and niche fragrances there. One other small thing, Chypre Fulminare is available now to buy in the USA, UK and Canada. We have an amazing bundle deal where you get that and Varvatos, both fragrances, the pair, for £120 UK or $150 in the USA. Link in description. Stunning fragrance, amazing critical reception. Check it out. An amazing Chypre. It means to strike like lightning, Fulminare. And it is indeed a striking and bold fragrance from the perfumer John Stephen. Okay, let's talk about some other modern. Now, that has a slight old school vibe, so maybe it wouldn't ideally fit in this list. All these then are modern releases, last 5 or 6 years or so, and they have a smell that doesn't smell mega old school, and I really like them, so let's get stuck in. Here we go. Okie dokie. Forget the exact year of release. Was it 2013 or 14? I really, really rate Dior Homme Parfum. This is the most potent flanker to the original Dior Homme from 2005. It's kind of been reformulated, but there's all kinds of things going on with that fragrance name now. But the Dior Homme Parfum, I think, is still available in the formula created by Francois Demarchier in around about 2014. Incredibly beautiful, rich fragrance, okay? This has this waxy iris note that smells a bit like lipstick, people say, kind of a weird thing. It's really, really successful in Dior Homme, and so many other fragrances have become a popular thing now. Really, really amazing. And this one darkens that up, mixes it with leather and woods, sort of dark woods and leathery undertones, giving it because the waxy lipstick, a bit of a metrosexual vibe. This darkens it up and masculinizes it. I know that's not a real word. It's really, really amazing, an amazing performance. So Dior Homme Parfum, modern masterpiece. Love, love, love that one. Another one that I really, really respect, Gucci Guilty Absolute. Not a huge fan overall of the modern Gucci releases. This one is, I've used a reasonable amount of that for someone with hundreds of fragrances. Alberto Marias created this 2017 release. Incredible mixture of patchouli, vetiver, and many people say it smells like a doctor's waiting room or something. It has this almost antiseptic smell, and that sounds like a really bad thing, TCP or whatever. I don't get that at all. I get very rich masculine woods, vetiver, and a kind of leatheriness. It's really, really, really good with that patchouli too. Such an amazing fragrance and really, really bold, masculine, dynamic. Sort of has the old school powerhouse aura of 70s and 80s classics, but it doesn't have their smell in any way. It gives sort of a modern reinterpretation of confident, strident, unapologetic masculinity, which I really enjoy in a fragrance. Okay, moving on. One more, which I guess is going to be linked to the Dior Homme Parfum. I think Valentino Womo, the original, is now my favourite of the Valentino Womo line. There was a few flankers, whatever. This is just beautiful. It has the same kind of waxy iris thing that is in that Dior Homme and Dior Homme Parfum, etc., Dior Homme Intense. And it has a subtle hint of chocolate and hazelnut, which is beautifully blended in with lovely myrtle and a sort of white leather undertone. So classy, kind of warming, almost just slightly semi-gourmand, but in a very classic, chic, elegant Italian kind of way, and a lovely bottle design. So Valentino Womo, really, really, really good. Much prefer it to the fresh flankers that have come out, and all these, I don't know, what is there, Born in Roma flanker, and I mean, they're okay, but they don't do it for me. Another one that I really like, Mukulat, I absolutely love this one. Montblanc Mukulat. This is a guilty pleasure. I think it has to be classified as a gourmand. It is basically strawberry. The official note listing says big strawberry, whatever whatever that is. I think it's a 2011 release, but it's definitely not an old school smell, even though it's 11 years old. But yeah, it is amazing. I really, really enjoy it. It's kind of strawberry mixed with vanilla, kind of smells like candy. It smells like those scented erasers that people used to use as kids. So it's kind of synthetic. It's sweet. It's a little bit juicy. It is almost fresh and sweet at the same time, because strawberries, it's kind of a sweet, fresh overall thing that I would get from strawberries, if they are fresh, not rotten. I love it. It's amazing, but it's a guilty pleasure, not the most sophisticated fragrance. But hey, okay, another one that I think you should really check out if you want a great cheapie, Artisan Blue, John Varvatos Artisan Blue. I don't normally go for blue, inverted commas, fragrances. This is the one I really like best, okay? Squirt, squirt, squirt. It's a hat trick. Just a really, really nicely done citrus, fresh, soapy, fresh out of the shower fragrance with a semi sort of aquatic chord and some herbal aromatics in there, giving it a bit of complexity. Really, really nice. Just when you're not in the mood to think hard about a fragrance, you need to spray something on, freshen up and get out the door. Really does a great job. John Varvatos, not sure of the exact year of release, but not that many years in the past, let's just put it that way. Here's one I really, really urge everyone to check out. I haven't talked about it for a while on the channel. Cologne Intense Hubigant. Amazing. It's 2015 release. I think it was Luca Maffei, the perfumer. This is a stunning citrus aromatic. They've kind of sought to take the classic citrus cologne and give it a reinterpretation or an intensification, hence the name. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, crisp lemon and bergamot and neroli in the opening. Has almost this honey note in there. It's not mentioned as a note. Definitely some patchouli. There is tarragon in there. These very subtle, beautiful aromatics in there. Very rich and complex. There's also a note of Mate tea, giving it a tiny, subtle hint of exoticism. But this one is maybe one of the most slightly retrospective, old school smelling in a way, but I let it creep in. Reminds me, if you like things like vintage Eau Sauvage from Dior, it's in that kind of ballpark, but it's got a certain je ne sais quoi of its own. Affordably available for niche. Hubigant, a great French niche house. Sort of just over £100 you can get it for. And I love that bottle design. Amazing. Don't miss out that one. It's really, really good. Here's one that not everyone seems to love anymore. I still really like Cedrat Boise from Mancera. It is a fresher cousin to Aventus. It was definitely inspired by Aventus. It came out in 2011, and it is just really nicely done. Fresh citrus lemon with blackcurrant, that juicy, fruity blackcurrant that was also in Creed's Aventus, and a crisp white musky base. It doesn't have any of the smokiness of Aventus, and it accents a little bit more the vanilla that does appear in Aventus, but more so. So it's a little tiny bit sweet. It's fresh, it's juicy, it's fruity, and it has amazing performance. Cedrat Boise from the great house of Mancera. I think we just got a couple left. Givenchy, I like this one. Gentleman Givenchy Eau de Toilette. I think it was a 2017 release. And this one, again, actually, funnily enough, has a little bit of that iris, that waxy lipstick iris thing. But this is the citrus combo with the iris. So it's beautiful, fresh citrus, fresh accords, and a very dry, clean, just slightly less rich and waxy, but still that smooth, let's say silky. This is silky iris with citrus. I love this for a modern freshie. Same kind of thing. When you're not in the mood to think too hard, you just want to smell good, fresh, presentable, out the door. Even, I can't see this going wrong on a date. Really, really great fragrance, Dior Homme Parfum for a date. If you're lucky enough the girl appreciates that, yes, but if it's not, it's a bit more risky, that one. These ones, the Freshie's great for dates. Okie dokie, we got two more, and forgive me because they're both from the same brand, but who cares? Beach Hut Man from Amouage is an amazing, I think 2016 release or 2017. Incredible. This is a fresh, leafy, this is citrus and green leafy notes. Amouage are always known for rich, bold Middle Eastern type fragrances with oud and apopanax and all, immortelle and all this stuff in them. So when they do a freshie, they give it that magic, that something je ne sais quoi, that different kind of take on it to an Italian house or a French house, and it's so wonderful. It's got something special. So it's green, it's leafy, it's fresh, it's crisp, it's white musks in there. It is really, really nice. It performs really, really well. The Beach Hut Man name is very strange. It doesn't really smell, it's not like a tropical kind of, you get things like Virgin Island water from Creed, which smells of lemon. No, it doesn't. Lime and coconut, like a drink that you'd have on a tropical holiday in the Virgin Islands. This doesn't smell Beach Hut like, but it does smell great. Check it out, Amouage Beach Hut Man. Last one I do also love from that house, Sunshine Man, and this is Immortelle and lavender. It has a lot of lavender, but not in a barbershop way, because there's a weird little thing in there. There's a brandy note. I wouldn't notice that it smells specifically of brandy, but it's a very exotic mix of complex herbal accords in there, mixed in with, of course, the prominent herb being lavender, and the kind of subtle, semi-exotic wisp of Immortelle. Really magical. Do sample this one and try it out. Maybe get a sample if they sell it. I don't know. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they will. myfragrancesamples.com. Go there. Link in the description. If you've liked this video, I do tend to bring different choices to some of the other channels. Please subscribe to the channel. You never know. You might learn something on my channel. You just never know. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Remember, sometimes life can stink, but at least we can always smell good. And whatever you're doing in life, let's project. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.